Okay. We are very happy to have Tami Brancamp, who is on the organizational committee along with Mary Beth Clark. They're going to talk about aphasia camps, and I am very excited for them to do that. I think there are a lot of people who had never heard of such a thing, and I think you're going to be very pleasantly surprised by this additional opportunity to meet with people who have aphasia and to have fun doing it. So, Tami and Mary Beth, take it away.
And Tami, I'm going to interrupt for 1 second since you're moderating. You let me know when to go back to the full panel screen and then when to show a video.
Perfect.
So right now I will stop sharing so that everybody can see the whole panel and you can introduce or say your few words and let me know when you want me to share a video.
There we are. Good afternoon, everybody. This has been a huge pleasure to be able to organize. Some of us, those of us on the panel, and I will introduce them, are people who have been running aphasia camps for a while. And that I always aspired to be one of them. And we finally are in Nevada. So our first camp, well, let me go back a bit. This panel is about resources that individuals with aphasia and the people around them can engage in that support life, support the life participation goals that each person has. Today, we're able to highlight 3 different camps across North America, United States and Canada. And I know that there are more than 3. So what I'm going to put a charge out to all of us is to make sure that our aphasia camps are listed on the National Aphasia Association website in their resources. So if you know of anybody who's running a camp and they're not on there, shoot it out and let them know, okay? The first camp will be hosted by Mary Beth Clark and Jerry Hoepner. The second camp, and their guest was Michael Obel-Omia and Carolyn I hope it's got it right, Omia. Our second camp is the Alberta camp with Esther Kim, Rob Nelson, and Sara Nelson. And the third camp will be the Nevada camp, hosted by myself and my co-founders, Zack, Holm, and Angie DiPrinzio. Okay, so if you guys are ready, let's start with I think the oldest camp in existence with Jerry and Mary Beth. So Mara, if you would do the first video for us.
Okay.
Do you guys want to speak before or after the video? We didn't
If you wouldn't mind me sharing the video first, because I'm not sure we have the correct order. We do have all 3 videos, I promise.
Okay, so
Why don't we show the first one and it'll be a surprise. Whoever
we'll adapt.
Whoever is shown, then you get to speak. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and we'll look at the first camp. I'll be so happy if they're all right, but okay. So these are the folks that you just introduced, and here's the first camp. How do we do? That's Alberta first. Okay, here we go.
Hello, I'm Esther Kim. And I'm Andrea Ruling. And we are both speech-language pathologists and co-directors of Alberta Aphasia Camp. And we're here to tell you all about camp. Alberta Aphasia Camp is a weekend retreat for people with aphasia and their family members or friends. It's a place where you can meet other people who are impacted by aphasia and a place to participate in some fun activities. Alberta Aphasia Camp is held the second weekend in September every year. It will be September 11th to 13th in 2026. And we host Alberta Aphasia Camp in Alberta, Canada, located at Gull Lake Centre, which is in central Alberta. And who comes to camp? We usually have about 60 campers, and they're people with aphasia due to stroke, primary progressive aphasia, or brain injury, and also like their family and friends who we call care partners. We also have staff and volunteers, about 30 staff and volunteers, speech therapists, physiotherapists, occupational therapists, both professionals and student volunteers. So you might be wondering what we do at camp, and we're going to show you what camp is all about with this video. Alberta Aphasia Camp is a place where people come who have aphasia. They can have aphasia due to brain injury or stroke, or they might also have a progressive disorder. It's a chance for people to come together and experience some recreational activities, some therapeutic activities, and just meet new friends and get away from kind of the everyday.
I'm here with my dad. He has aphasia.
It's fun and I feel comfortable, and anywhere else I don't feel comfortable except my house.
Aphasia Camp kind of provides an opportunity for my dad and I to experience activities and do these sorts of things together.
I'm with people who have aphasia survivors and the families, and they get it. You know, I don't have to explain anything to them, and I speak more confidently.
Yeah, how you doing? There we go.
I think this camp is different because it's focused around some of those invisible barriers. So this camp is incredible at getting volunteers that are trained in supportive communication and being able to address a lot of the things that aren't apparent to the wide range of the population.
I've benefited from Aphasia Camp so much. As a speech pathologist out in the community, I work with adults with aphasia all the time, and seeing how people live with aphasia long after their stroke or their brain injury has shaped how I treat and how I advocate for my patients.
This is our 10th year at camp, and we've had some people who've been here since the beginning. And it's so great just to see the smiles on their faces and the hugs as they're greeting each other. And we know that they have remained friends and they see each other outside of camp. Another way that Albertans can help Alberta Aphasia Camp is to find out what is aphasia, to learn about aphasia, to learn about how can you support people who have aphasia, to learn about communication strategies. So when you bump into somebody who communicates in a different way than you do, you don't get nervous or pull back or speak to them in a way that is demeaning to them.
It makes such a huge difference in our lives and in our son's life.
I am so happy, it's really, really positive vibe, I guess.
If there wasn't this available, it would just be such a loss. It would just truly be a loss.
We really hope that you'll join us next year, and you can get more information on our website or by emailing either myself or Esther. Thank you. Thank you.
Perfect. I'm going to turn this over to Esther Kim, Rob Nilsson, and Sara Nilsson.
Thank you, Tami. As you saw in the video, that was a little example of some of the things, the activities that we have at camp. That video is a couple years old now, so we just had our 12th year at camp this past, last month actually, in September. I have Rob and Sara with me who are here to answer any questions you might have about camp. We definitely can post the website, and we'll do that, in just a bit. But I would say if you want to come to Canada, it's easiest probably to fly into Calgary. We have a lot of students and volunteers that help to organize activities at camp. And it looks a little bit different every year, just depending on who the students are that are involved. The cost is, we have early bird pricing, it's $175 Canadian. for the weekend. So there's a good exchange rate. So it's actually probably something, it's even cheaper in American. I don't know what the exchange rate is right now. And that covers all of your activities and lodging and food for the weekend. And so you just have to cover your transportation and getting here. Sara or Rob, do you have anything you want to add about, you guys have been coming to camp from the beginning since Sara was a little kid.
Yeah, I think we were at the first camp. I was 7 years old at first. And camp it's only a weekend long, but it feels longer. Like we do so much and we have like a ton of fun every year. And it's my first year of university this year, and I'm thinking I want to go into speech therapy. Like it's incredible and I love it and I'll keep coming back.
Love that. Rob, did you have anything to add?
I don't talk. I will talk later.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's a lot of pressure, I know.
Yeah.
No pressure right now, Rob.
Yes.
Yeah. Can I ask some questions? Maybe some yes and no's?
Yes. Yeah.
Have you invited other people to come to Aphasia camp?
Yes. Dwight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some friends that we had.
Yeah.
Do you think it helped them understand your day-to-day living and aphasia a little better?
No.
Yeah, they already got it. They already understand.
Yes. Yeah. Dwight has been 10 years with aphasia.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Dwight has aphasia.
Yes. Yeah.
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 All right. Do you recommend aphasia camp for other people?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you're ready, and if you feel ready, let us know what is your favorite thing about being part of an aphasia camp. Okay.
The drum circle.
Oh, yeah. Nice. We don't have a drum circle yet. We're stealing other ideas.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
it's been a huge hit at our camp. It wasn't there for a couple of years, and I know that a lot of the campers were voting to bring it back. So it was like the big triumph this year that drum circle was back again.
I love it. So do people bring their own drum, or does the camp provide them?
It's like a separate company, I think, that comes in and they set up like chairs in kind of a circle and bring instruments at each spot. And you just sit down with whatever instrument you want and you can change during the drumming and you kind of just follow along with the guide. And it's always the last day, like the last activity. So it's very emotional oftentimes.
Yeah. Well, I have body chills.
Cry.
Uh-oh. Okay, team, you making notes?
Yes.
Okay, we're making notes for future camps. All right, well, we're gonna come back once everybody's presented and we can continue the conversation. Mara or Cheryl, if you would play the next video. Here's our surprise. Who's it gonna be? Chippewa Valley. We are not hearing the voiceover.
Maura, I think you have to unmute. Otherwise we don't hear the.
You're right. I'm gonna have to restart that. Sorry about
We're
that.
about an hour north of Eau Claire, about 90 minutes from Minneapolis.
Let me start this over. I apologize. That mute button is automatic for me and it doesn't work if I'm sharing my screen. Got it?
To our presentation on the Chippewa Valley Aphasia Camp. My name is Tom Sather, and on behalf of my colleagues who are listed here, Mary Beth, Jerry, Karen, Michelle. I'm very glad to present to you information about our camp. So the Chippewa Valley Aphasia Camp is in western Wisconsin. We're about an hour north of Eau Claire, about 90 minutes from Minneapolis, St. Paul. We're in the great north woods of Wisconsin. Our camp is a partnership with Mayo Clinic Health System, with the YMCA, and with the University of Wisconsin Eau Claire. Our camp is rustic. We're in the north woods of Wisconsin. We enjoy the beauty of the north woods. We enjoy the mosquitoes, the lakes, the smell of the trees, and the fall weather. You'll see some pictures of our camp here. We're at a YMCA camp, Camp Manitou. It's a summer camp, and it's also a great place for our aphasia camp. Our camp has been going for a while. We just finished our 23rd year of aphasia camp. We had 2 years of online during COVID, but we've been going for 23 years of aphasia camp. So here's the most important people, the campers. We have people who come from close by. We have people who come from hours away. They fly in from the East Coast or the South or the West, or they drive an hour or 10 hours. Campers are people with aphasia and their family members. We've had campers who are 18 years old all the way through to 91 years old. We have campers who have had aphasia for only a few months. We've had campers who have had aphasia for years. The aphasia might be due to stroke or a tumor or progressive aphasia. Our campers are the most important part of camp. So here's what we do. We do all kinds of activities. We have outdoor activities. We have indoor activities. We have activities that are more physically demanding. We have activities that can be done at the table. The goal of our camp is participation in whatever activity the camper chooses. If it's canoeing, we'll get you in and out of the canoe. If it's trying out woodworking or swimming or golfing or archery, we'll make it happen. Here's our staff. We have speech therapists, and we have physical therapists, occupational, we have nursing. We have a wide range of staff, but our primary staff are speech therapists. We also have students, student volunteers, 25 student volunteers this past year. Many are in the speech therapy program. Some are in nursing or computer science, physical therapy, engineering, and other disciplines. Sometimes pictures tell the story. Here's an example of what our camp schedule looks like for a given day. We offer on average 28 activities throughout the camp weekend. Campers choose what they want to do. And we wanted to share what campers have told us. What are some of the things they like about it? Here's their top 5 favorite activities at camp. The first is the campfire. We do a campfire every night. We sing, tell stories, laugh. That's the favorite. People like making new friends at camp. And people like reconnecting with friends from past years. Sometimes we say it's kind of like a family reunion. People like the camp. They like being outside, being in the fresh air. We're not at a hotel or a university building. We're intentionally in the great North Woods, and people like it. And the last thing, people like the staff. They like communicating with the staff. These are some of the things that people like about camp, and some of the things that we like about camp as well. If you'd like to watch our slideshow, we do one every year. You can scan this QR code. If you hold your phone up, take a picture, it'll send you right to the slideshow. If you'd like more information, you can email Mary Beth Clark, our camp director. We sure hope to see you at the Chippewa Valley Aphasia Camp. Thanks for listening, and thanks for being at Speaking Out.
Thank you for that presentation. I'm going to turn this one over to Mary Beth Clark, Jerry Hoepner, and you brought with you, is it Naomi? Nope, Naomi couldn't come. So it's Michael and Carolyn.
Right. Thanks, Tami. Yeah, we're so happy to be here, and it's really fun to be able to share our camps and to talk with all of you about the camps. I think it would be best though if I ask Carolyn and Michael a few questions, because I think they'd be able to share their perspective and what they think about camp, which may be most interesting to all of you. So Carolyn, if you could think about, what is your favorite takeaway from camp? I guess both you and Michael, what would you say your takeaway from camp is?
Well, it would be hard to choose just one. Michael has been 3 summers. He went the first summer on his own, and he came back to me just like brimming with excitement and happiness. And he was like, you have to come, you have to come, you have to come next year. Like he told me so many times. So, so it's like the impact of it lasted so long. So then I went with him the next summer and saw what he was experienced and, felt everything. And then this past year, we just looked forward to it, coming up again this year. I would say as a care part, I love the activities. I love reconnecting with the people from previous years. I would say, speaking specifically as a care partner, since Michael's stroke in 2016, people have just reminded me a lot how important it is as a care partner that I take care of myself, that I don't deplete all my energies, supporting Michael and doing things with him. But that's very hard to do. And we do a lot, we have great times, we do a lot of fun social activities, but pretty much in all of them, there is something that I'm having to do in terms of like explaining to other people what Michael's saying or helping Michael understand. Whereas at Aphasia Camp, I felt equally as wrapped around and like taken care of and loved and supported as Michael did. And I felt like that was not my responsibility that weekend. It was just enjoying time with Michael and other people, because everyone there knows what aphasia is, and I didn't have to do any of that work of explaining and translating or anything like that. So it was just such a re-energizing weekend for me, and just an opportunity to just kind of just enjoy my time with Michael and with others without that kind of additional, work of making sure everybody's understanding everything. So that was and that's kind of one of my takeaways of one of the things that stands out about the experience.
Yeah, thanks for sharing that, Carolyn. I appreciate that. Hey, Michael, good to see you.
Hello, Mary Beth. Hello, Jerry. Hello, Kitty. I see Kitty here too. And I just love it. First thing, in Wisconsin, there are over 15,000 lakes in Wisconsin, so that's a great thing. More than in Minnesota, they are in Wisconsin, and then Minnesota. Great place, number 8 in the country. I love the Aphasia Camp, my third one, 2022, 23, 24, 25. It's tremendous. I love the people are kind and generous and compassionate. Each person is so sweet. Mainly they're graduates or near graduates, and they're so kind and so sweet. And they always want to hear everything we want to talk about. They're happy to talk about it. They're so attentive, so happy to hear about them. Macy and Greta, they love to talk about stories. It's really, really great. I enjoyed all the activities so much. I really enjoyed kayaking, going and kayaking for the first time in my life in 9 years. I did kayaking and I felt really good. I could go, my left and my right arm was terrific. I loved it. I really enjoyed that. And I also enjoyed kayaking and, of course, golfing. I had not done golfing in over 9 years because of a stroke. And with Tom Sather helping me, I stroked with the golf. It was incredible. I really enjoyed it. It's just a wonderful time. Everything had people there every time. Every person was there. Um, Martha Smith has the meditation each day. The meditation is wonderful, 2, 3 times a day. In only 48 hours, we're still there. It's just so wonderful. Every time I leave, I'm so blessed. Now, of course, fishing this year had a huge, huge, huge fish, at least 17, 18 feet. It was incredible. It came out of the for the boat, but it was incredible to go fishing every day. It's just wonderful to do kayaking and fishing. It's just a wonderful time. And one thing I really enjoyed this year, I love going to the podcasts with persons that day. I sat down to a podcast a few times. It's really a great time, and they had music too. A woman and a man was there. They played great, great songs. Blackbird. It was wonderful, and I think the whole Aphasia camp is tremendous. Every time I'm looking for a place in Maine now, Aphasia in Maine right now. Right now I'm in Maine visiting, and it's in Maine this year, and of course Alberta is there. It's unbelievable to think that we don't go every time. It's the most marvelous time I've seen anyone in 48 hours. It's beautiful.
Thank you, Michael. Really appreciate that. Jerry, did you have anything else that you wanted to add?
Yeah, they really covered it very well. I have
I
just a
know.
couple of short additions. I really think, and we heard this from Alberta Aphasia Camp as well, that people understand, people get it up there, and you don't have to be someone else. And for Carolyn, you don't have to be supporting that person with aphasia and explaining why they're struggling with certain things. And I think that changes the ability, as someone said in the the Alberta Aphasia Camp video, it changes their ability to participate. It's easier to have deep conversations. There's people around you that can do that. I think it transforms our students and makes them better clinicians, helps them to understand what is really important to people with aphasia. And in response to the question about primary progressive aphasia, yes, we definitely do. Typically 2 to 3 each year, I would say.
That's right. Yes.
And sometimes partners will continue to come after their loved one with primary progressive aphasia is no longer able to come. And it remains really a meaningful connection to them.
Yeah.
I do want to be
Thank you.
ashamed that Yi saw about the fish. It was a huge 18 feet. I can't believe it. I mean, it's just lies.
She wrote lies in the comments.
It's a huge.
And she's exactly right.
18 feet was huge. I can't believe it.
Okay, thank you. You are believable, Michael.
It sounded true to me. I'm like, I'm on board.
Thanks, Tami.
Thank you, Carolyn, Michael, Mary Beth, and Jerry. We're going to move into the third camp now. If you can go ahead and play that video.
Hello, my name is Tami Brancamp. I am the director of the Nevada Aphasia Camp, and I'm also the original founder, along with some of our members who have aphasia. I'm excited to tell you about our camp. I believe we are the new kids on the block. We have just completed our third year of the Nevada Aphasia Camp. What are we about? Well, our camp's motto is adventure through communication. Through that, we focus on community, time in nature, and team building. Within community, people with aphasia, their partners, volunteers, including our student leadership, all come together for an intergenerational community building, communication, and outdoor activities. We spend time in nature in a beautiful camp located in the Sierra Nevada mountains. This camp is fully ADA accessible. It has cabins that are clustered in small villages, beautiful grounds. We have gathering spaces and lots of different activities. Our time together really focuses on friendship and connection. And with that, we focus on team building and, stretching ourselves a little bit out of our comfort zone if you so choose. Nothing is forced, it is all completely by choice. As I mentioned, the camp is located in the Sierra Nevada mountains. It is at a year-round camp called Sierra Nevada Journeys. It is located in Portola, California, so about 50 miles north of Reno, Nevada. Who are the people who come to Nevada Aphasia Camp? Well, this year we had 35 people, so this is our largest one to date. We had 14 people with aphasia. We had 8 care partners, which were, this year we had spouses, parents, and some siblings. Previous years we've had adult children join us as well. This year we had 7 speech language pathology graduate students and 1 fourth-year medical student. Our volunteers are speech language pathologists and other professionals in our community, including a coach, a sound healer, an author, and also a person who helps us keep organized, our administrator. In our future camps, I hope to start recruiting more diverse professionals, including physical therapists, occupational therapists, and potentially nurse students. I'm very open to a very interdisciplinary approach to Nevada Aphasia Camp. People who come to Nevada Aphasia Camp have all levels of aphasia, and they also have varying levels of physical abilities. A person can come to our camp independently as long as they're able to take care of their dressing, toileting, medication management, and getting around campus. We will be there to assist if we need to change from potentially walking to using a wheelchair to using a walker, because the campus is large and it is a pretty physical camp. But if you speak with anyone who's attended, you can do this camp. So what do we do? Well, we are typical in that we offer many regular camp activities you would expect. For example, we have court games and board games, and we have some pretty competitive Uno players. We also have archery. We have kayaking on a small pond. We have potentially yoga and kayaking. We also always have a bonfire or small fire with s'mores in the evening. But the biggest thing about our camp is the opportunity to explore many kinds of activities. As you see in these photos, we are looking at the archery. This has adapted archery for those who want to do it. We have a variety of ropes courses, from some low-level ropes courses to a 3-story alpine tower. Again, everything is by choice, so no worries. We have student-led evenings where sometimes we have karaoke, we have skits, depends on what the group wants and how our student leaders plan that adventure. We always try to make sure that our art project is relative to the theme for that particular camp that year. But as you can tell by the faces, everybody had a pretty good time. So why should you come to an aphasia camp? Well, I'd like you to hear directly from two of our Nevada Aphasia Camp co-founders. First, you're going to hear from Angie, and then you will hear from Zack.
Okay. We'll stop share. There we go. All right. So I am very proud to share from the Nevada Aphasia Camp. I have my two co-founders with me because if they didn't speak up, we would not have a camp. I'm not a camper. I am a glamper. So we had to have we came to a compromise. Jerry and Mary Beth, I don't know if I do rustic, but that's why we have camp, is because both of these folks wanted something in nature. Yeah. It's something that was super important to them before their stroke and aphasia. So I'm like, okay, I'm ready. Yes. Bring it on. Yes. So we practiced some questions. I'm going to have Angie go first. Okay. Yeah. So Angie, why go to an aphasia camp?
I had a chance to be outdoors and be part of a group and meet very lot of people.
Mm-hmm. So what are the benefits of going to an aphasia camp?
I like to be with other people like me. It gave me a chance to talk more and laugh more.
I remember. So Angie at camp this year, she did not stop smiling for the 3 whole days we were together. I know her cheeks had to hurt because she smiled the whole time. And then I heard when you came home, you were still smiling. Yep. And you told Estelle like all your stories and adventures. Yeah. So what is your favorite part of aphasia camp?
Well, before my stroke, I was a mountain climber. At aphasia camp, I had a chance to do it again. I climbed the tower 1 step at a time. Every year I go higher and higher.
Yes, you do. Angie inspires me completely. Angie, any last words for people watching today?
Yes, I can do it. You can do it. Join us.
Join us?
Yes.
Love it. Perfect.
Yes.
And those are Angie's words. We did not put words in her mouth. Those are all her. Okay. All right. And I have similar questions for Zack. So Zack, tell us, like, why should we go to an aphasia camp?
The aphasia camp is a community. New friends, old friends, caregivers, the UNR, teachers, the outside world. Aphasia is hard, but the aphasia camp, all of them understand the opportunity building the community.
Yeah. So what are the benefits of an aphasia camp in your words?
It was really fun.
That's really fun.
It was fun. Yeah, and a lot of these kayaking, archery,
the rope course.
Yes.
The nature is beautiful. The deers is like wandering around. The stars is beautiful. The food is good. The camp is really clean, like clean.
Really
It's
clean.
like A plus. It really,
Yes.
yes.
What's your favorite part of camp?
I like the campfire, music, singing, dancing, s'mores. But I think the route course is powerful.
Yes.
All the people could meet the goals. Like, it's powerful.
Yeah, I think I will share from these two. This was year 3, and I was finally ready to try the ropes course. I did not do the ropes course the first 2 years, but every single stroke survivor with aphasia did the ropes course. I'm like, okay, I'll try. So they challenge me as much as I challenge them. It's just a team and a friendship and an encouragement. And when I said, no, I can't do it, you're like, okay, next year. Right? Right. Okay. So Zack, any last words for people who are watching today?
It's good. If you keep going, it's a lot, like a lot of friends.
Yeah.
A lot of friends.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And sometimes you meet up with them afterwards if they're local.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then Reno is great, but like the Tahoe is right here, and Yosemite is right here. It's fun.
Yeah. Perfect. All right. What I'd like to do now is open up, to our panel. If anything anybody shared that you want to comment on or add to, otherwise I'm going to ask I'll ask some more questions of everybody. Anything? Okay, well, I have some. I think right now the 3 camps that we spotlighted today, we happen in September or early October, right? My reason for that was that's when the students are back and they're able to participate rather than having one in the deep summer. It's also a little bit cooler. I was wondering, I know sometimes that cost comes up, right? How do we manage? I'll speak on our camp being new. The camp that we go to has a set price for per night that includes lodging, all the food, and activities. We add activities as the Aphasia Center. But what we've been able to keep our price down and offer full scholarships if needed through donors. So we are at the university, so our university helps us partner with different donors. So those gifts are what allow us to keep it very reasonable or almost free if someone wants to or needs a stipend. I think that's one of the things that we hold as really valuable because we recognize that aphasia, it really impacts a person's profession and finances could be an issue. How do you guys manage your camp fees?
We also do fundraising through the university, and we partner with organizations. We have a great group in Edmonton called the Chat Society, and they do fundraising to provide scholarships. So we often have anywhere from 10% of people who get a full scholarship to come to camp for free.
Perfect.
And Tami, we don't do fundraising, but we've also had some individual campers who have attended in the past who have given us donations that we apply or give scholarships to. We've also received some camp scholarships or stipend money from the National Aphasia Association. They've been very generous with us in the past for individuals to attend. And we also value, similar to you and what Esther is saying, and I know the folks over at the Ontario Festival Camp too, work hard to keep the price down for people who attend camp. I think that is definitely really important. So we work at that as well.
Yeah, I think we're all about that. So
Yeah.
everybody who wants to participate at least has the option.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed on a couple of videos that you guys have bicycles. You might have the 3-wheeled bikes, or I saw some golf carts to help with transportation. You guys want to talk about that at all? Because that's one of the things that we're learning is a challenge. As we get more people, we have more diverse physical abilities. And it's a large campus. I mean, it's ADA until you get off-road, and then I need off-road support, right? So
Sure.
what are you guys doing to make that work?
I know Michael was on the bikes, so I'll have Michael comment a little bit about the bikes, and then I can share, or Jerry could share some information about these golf carts.
Hello.
Do you want to talk about, do you go on the bikes at Aphasia Camp?
I haven't done bicycle. I did the stroll across America
Oh, that's
between
right. Okay.
Missoula, Montana to Revere Beach.
Yeah.
Haven't gone in and do that, but I was doing some fishing.
Okay.
Doing fishing. That's important to talk about.
Okay, thank you.
Fish is coming back.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so yeah, we do use golf carts as a way to help transport people, sort of like Uber. Sometimes we call them Uber carts, and they take people around camp or to the different areas, maybe to the start of where we do the hikes, or out to the archery range, or over to the larger fields where we do some yard games. In terms of the bikes, I think, and Jerry can help comment on this as well. I believe we have 6 bikes that we take, 6 bikes that we take up. And the bikes, a few of our bikes were actually donated from some individuals that have had strokes, that have aphasia, and their bikes were adapted. So some of them, yeah, they are 3-wheeler bikes. And a few of our campers bring their own bike up so that they can show it to other people and have other people try the bikes out as well. We've got 2 physical therapists that come up to camp, and actually biking is one activity where the physical therapists are very, very much involved in terms of helping to support people in order to ride the bikes, because there's some adaptive equipment that's also needed with biking. And that's gone very well with us. And to be honest, we've had to drive our bikes or ride our bikes on gravel roads and on blacktop roads, and some hills with some hilly roads too. But yeah, it works, and people seem to really appreciate that. We've had people tell us the following year that because of the biking that they experienced at camp, that they actually went out, and bought bikes or got back into biking.
Yeah.
That's similar to my dad.
Yeah.
Too.
I tried it out, biking, and bought a bike.
Yeah. And he used to have a recumbent bike. It wasn't electric, but then it's the ice trike.
Yes, yeah.
That the Aphasia Camp had. And so after trying that one out, he upgraded.
So as an Aphasia Camp, do you own the bikes, or do you get them from an adaptive equipment place?
We have a bike that was donated to us, and so we bring it out for camp and we use it around our clinic in the Faculty of Rehab Medicine. So yes, we do own that one. We bring it out with us.
Mary Beth?
Yeah, and we
One thing I
own.
thought was very interesting is that on Saturday, there's a bicycle on the bicycles. And I talked with him. It was a guy who came across 15 persons, came across in Wisconsin, 80 miles from there, and taking 80 miles again on Sunday, 160 miles. And I said, why'd you do that? He goes, well, it's a great one from transgender persons. The poor guy had died of suicide. And so 15 persons bicycled from somewhere near in Eau Claire, 80 miles to there. And then tomorrow on Sunday, 80 more miles, 160 miles. It was really impressive to have that bicycle. I don't know if anyone else besides Eau Claire, but I was very proud about it and felt bad that I didn't know about that. It's a great thing to do 80 miles. It's a terrific place.
Yeah, thank you. Well, we're just about needing to wrap up our segment. I want to just do a couple more shout outs. Aphasia camps, I believe we're all quite biased or we wouldn't be here, and that we love them. It's just even as a professional doing it, it is something that moves me. And even I recruited my sister, and she's like, she has to come every year, right?
Yes.
She won't, she's my administrative assistant for a professional job. But aphasia camps are really wonderful. There are more than we know, so we need to get them up on the National Aphasia Association website so that all people can find us and explore different places in northern, what do we call it? It's not just the United States, North America, that's the word. So we can include United States and Canada, and that we can go and visit each other's camps. So thank you all for being part of this panel. I've been honored. And without our folks with aphasia, we wouldn't be doing it. It is for the campers. It's for their partners as well. And Carolyn, I appreciate your share. Our camp this year was the first time we actually had a separate section for our care partners to go on a small retreat. So each year, you know, our camps are growing and evolving depending on the needs of our campers. So any last words, anybody? All right.
Wonderful. But I'm worried about the next year in Alberta and Nevada same time.
They might be the same
11th or so.
weekend. Yeah.
I need 3
Yeah.
places to go.
Yeah, why is that? Is
You
there
might have to rotate each year, a little different.
I
place.
know.
You can bite between them.
Oh,
there you go.
All right.
Or find out who has the
Alberta,
bigger
Nevada,
fish.
and Wisconsin.
Because
Please.
I think I would find out who had the bigger fish in their ponds because
Oh,
that fish
tiny.
story,
tiny. Our pond
it was
is tiny.
this big.
You can go
Exactly.
to Lake Tahoe after camp and go have a vacation there.
That's right. Well, the comment somebody was suggesting a collaboration between all your camps, and I really appreciate Tami mentioning the provider network. We have worked very, very hard, and people who are on the provider network know that there were 2 or 3 fails before we came up with the success, and this is a beautiful, searchable section, and now we're going to be linking it to our infomercials. So we really would love everybody to take a look at that. If you really scan closely up to that map, you're going to see some serious deserts, aphasia deserts, as Cheryl has been talking about. So please, if you see something missing and you know somebody's doing something, let us know or let them know, and let's get this map populated. So on behalf of the NAA, we so appreciate you all coming and sharing your stories. And I'm a glamper, so I'm not going to be anywhere near any outdoor bugs or. But
Oh,
if
yeah.
Wisconsin invited me, I might.
You gotta
beer
come
and
anyway.
cheese. All
And
right, and I'll
also,
bring.
I love to do poetry. Jerry 2 years ago had Deborah Meyerson and Steve Zuckerman. We had a couple of times about poetry, and I'll listen to
Yeah.
poetry back again.
All
in
right, we're getting a
Alberta
list
or
together.
Maine or Nevada, but it's really nice to see this with poetry.
I keep
Somebody mentioned
Asia at
support.
the Ritz.
In North Carolina, of
I
course,
like a boy's motivation. You give me some chocolate and there. Well, thank you all.